Okay, this is a tutorial and programming walkthrough for a program that I wrote that solves the quadratic equation on a TI-84 plus CE. There are already quite a few videos for quadratic formula solver programs out there on YouTube, but some of the most popular ones either only give the decimal solutions for x1 and x2, and or they can't handle complex numbers or imaginary numbers. And then of the ones that do show a more exact solution in radical and fractional form, most of those don't seem to actually simplify the fraction and the radical. But this program does all of those things pretty reliably, I think. It's almost like a version of this website or any other sort of website like this, where you just enter the coefficients of your quadratic equation, and then it will give you the decimal and exact solutions when possible. However, you will notice how long this video is. That's because this program is quite a bit longer than some of the other more simple programs out there, but I think it does do a better job in a lot of cases. So I'll show you how it works in just a second, and I will in this video walk through the entire programming process on this calculator, but I would recommend that you don't watch that, and instead you either download the program. There's a link in the description where you can do that, and then I'll also link a video for how you can download the program onto your calculator once you've downloaded it onto your computer. That process would take about 10 minutes and would almost definitely be faster than typing it in by hand. Or in that same link where you can download the program, there is just a screenshot of the code if you'd rather put it in that way instead of listening to me and watching me press the buttons. But anyways, here is how it works. I'll just press enter and quit it and restart it here, but you just run it by clicking the program button and then finding the program and pressing enter a couple of times, and then it'll show you what form your equation should be in. So you just enter A, B, and C. I'll just do, for example, 1, 1, 1, and then hit enter, and you can see it'll show you your equation you entered up here, and then it will give you the roots, i.e. the solution to the equation. And in this case, the roots are complex, and it will show both the real and imaginary part of the number, and then it'll also show, so that's the decimal solution up there, and then below is the exact solution, and that's like read out as -1 plus or minus the square root of 3i all over 2. And you can see this radical is in simplest form, and this fraction is simplified. So, and the program is pretty robust. Like I can put in like some big random integer numbers here, and you can see it took a little while to load, but there's the decimal roots again, and the simplified radical fraction version. Let's do one more here, 75, 5, 15, and then there is a more complicated one that has that also has imaginary roots. And then there's a couple input catches. So if you try to put a as being equal to 0, then that is technically not a quadratic equation, so it will tell you that not quadratic, and then enter to continue, and then it'll just ask you if you want to solve another or quit the program. And you can also enter non-integer numbers. If I just put in something like 1.246 and 5 divided by 3 and 6.48, and then hit enter, you can see it'll give you out the equation, and it will give you the decimal answers again, even if they're imaginary, but it won't give the simplest quadratic fractional form because the inputs were decimal numbers. So anyways, you can download this program with the link in the description, or just keep watching and I will type the whole thing out. Okay, so here we go. To start a new program, you press the program key and then scroll over to new and press enter to select create new. And then you have to give the program a name. You can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it QuadForm, QUADFORM, and then press enter. And so for a lot of these commands, they're going to be found in like the program menu here or the math menu. And all the commands have a number next to them in the lists. And you can either scroll down with the directional pad and then press enter to select a command, or if you're in the menu, you can just press the number that's corresponding to the command you want. So for example, if I want label, I would just press 9, and then it'll automatically just put it into the programming screen. So I'm going to be doing that just because it's a little bit faster. Throughout the process, I'll try to like verbalize everything I'm doing, but if I misspeak or something, you should be able to slow the video down and see what I'm doing because it'll all be on video. Okay, so anyways, for the first line, we want to do program 9 for label, and then 1, enter for a new line, and then press the mode key and scroll to A+BI and select enter, then hit enter, program, scroll over to the IO menu, and then press 8 for clear home, then press enter, then press second y equals for stat plot, and select plots off. Press enter for a new line, then press second zoom for format, scroll down to select axes off, then press enter, then press second 0 to get to the catalog, and press cosine, which corresponds to F, and that'll jump you down on the list, and then scroll to FN off and press enter, then press enter again, and then second program, and select the first option, clear draw, enter, then press enter again, and program, and select disp, and then open parentheses, AX squared plus alpha B alpha X plus alpha C, and then second math brings up this test and logic menu. We'll be using those a lot. Select equals 0, and then closed quotes, enter, program, disp, alpha quotes, enter, program, input, and then in quotes, the word enter, space A, colon, close quotes, alpha, comma, alpha A, enter, program, input, enter, space B, colon, close quotes, alpha, comma, alpha B, then hit enter for a new line, go to input again, and enter, space C, colon, close quotes, comma, alpha C, enter for a new line, and then program if alpha A does not equal 0. Please excuse the brief interruption. I made an error. That not equals sign should be an equals sign. So that line should read if A equals 0. Anyways, you can correct this now or keep watching and I will correct it at the end. Enter program, then enter program disp, and in quotes, not quadratic, and then close quotes, and then on the next line, disp, all in quotes, enter to continue, close quotes, enter, program, 8 for pause, and then enter program. You want the go-to option, which is 0 on this list, and then 8, enter program, else, enter, and then second program will bring up the draw menu, and we want option 0 for text, and then 1, comma, 30, comma, and then all in quotes, 4, and then we're going to do 8 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then close quotes, comma, a, comma, x squared plus, comma, b, comma, x plus, close quotes, comma, c, comma, equals 0, close quotes and close parentheses, then hit enter and open parentheses, negative alpha b plus the square root of alpha b squared minus 4ac, and then 3 closing parentheses, divided by open parentheses 2a, close parentheses, and store that as d. And then on the next line, very similarly, open parentheses, negative b minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, close parentheses, divided by 2a, close parentheses, store as alpha e, then hit enter, program if, and then we want the math button and scroll over to the number section, the complex section, and then select imaginary, and then we want that of d is equal to 0, enter program, then enter second program, 0 for text, 25, comma, 1, comma, and then in quotes, x, 1 space equals, comma, math complex real, alpha d, close parentheses, and then, sorry, I forgot a character in here. There should be a space. To insert a character, you can just press second delete for insert, and then enter whatever character you want. So I should have added a space there. Okay, and then go down and press enter for the next line, and then second draw, 0 for text, 40, comma, 1, comma, open quotes, x2 space equals space, close quotes, comma, math complex real e, close parentheses, enter program, 0 for go to, 4, enter program, else, enter second program, 0 for text, 25, comma, 1, comma, alpha x, 1 space equals space, close quotes, comma, math complex real, alpha d, close parentheses, comma, plus, in quotes, comma, math imaginary of d, comma, and then the I symbol in quotes, that's second dot for the I symbol, and then close parentheses. Then press enter, second program, 0 for text, 40, 1, comma, x2, space, equals, space, close quotes, comma, math, real, d, comma, minus, comma, program, math, imaginary part of D, not ED. And then comma, and the I symbol in quotes, and then close parentheses. And sorry, this should be D, and this should be E, not D. So then press enter, program 9 for label, and then 4, and program if math, and then scroll over to number, and then F part of A does not equal 0 or math. F part of B does not equal 0 or F part of D. I have made another error. That D should not be a D, it should be a C. You can either correct this error now or keep watching the video and I will correct it at the end. D does not equal 0. Enter program, then enter second program, 0 for text, 80, 50, and then all in quotes, no form without decimals and then close quotes and close parentheses. Enter program, 0 for go to, 3, enter program, else, enter program, 0, sorry, not that, second program, 0 for text, 75, 1, comma, x1, comma, x2 equals alpha space, alpha close quotes and close parentheses, enter second program, 0 for text again, 75, 60, comma, open quotes, 4 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, close quotes and close parentheses, enter, and then math, absolute value of alpha b, close parentheses, store that as h, and then the absolute value of b squared minus 4ac, close parentheses, store that as x, enter, and then the absolute value of 2a, store that as m. And then take the I part of the square root of x plus 1, store that as g enter program 9 for label, and then 99, enter program if math f part of x divided by alpha g squared, close parentheses, equals 0, enter program, then enter program 0 for go to 98, enter program, else enter alpha g minus 1 store as g, program 0 for go to 99, enter program label 98, enter alpha g store as alpha n, enter x divided by g squared store as x, then program 9 for label again, 5, enter math, and then scroll down to greatest common denominator, and then get another one of those, and then we want h comma n close parentheses comma m close parentheses, store that as f, enter program if alpha f does not equal 1, enter program, then enter alpha h divided by alpha f store as h, and n divided by f store as n, and m divided by f store as m, enter program 0 for go to 5, enter program, else enter negative h times the absolute value of alpha b divided by b, store that as h, enter, and then alpha m times the absolute value of alpha a divided by alpha a, store that as m, enter program if alpha m equals 1, oops, that says h, this should say m, if m equals 1, enter program, then enter program 0 for go to, and then 9, program else, enter second program 0 for text, and 87, comma 50, comma alpha open quotes, and then we're going to do 12 minus signs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and close quotes, close parentheses, enter second program 0 for text, 98, comma 90, comma alpha m, close parentheses, enter program 9 for label, and then this is label 9, enter program if alpha b squared minus 4ac close parentheses is greater than 0, enter program, then enter program 0 for go to 6, enter program, else, enter program 0 for go to 7, enter program label 6, enter program if alpha n does not equal 1 and alpha x does not equal 1, sorry, not 0, 1, enter program, then enter second program 0 for text, 75, comma 60, comma alpha h, comma, and then open quotes, space, space, plus minus, space, close quotes, comma, alpha n, comma, quotes, square root, close quotes, comma, alpha x, comma, alpha quotes, parenthesis, quotes, parenthesis, and then hit enter, program 0, go to 3, enter, program else, program if, oops, that if should be on a new line, program if alpha n equals 1 math, oops, second math, and alpha x does not equal 1, enter program, then enter second program 0 for text, 75, comma 60, comma alpha h, comma alpha quotes, space, plus minus, space, quotes, comma, and then the square root symbol, close quotes, comma, alpha x, comma, and then a parenthesis in quotes, and then a final closing parenthesis, enter program 0, 3, enter, and then program else, enter program if, open parentheses, alpha n does not equal 1 and alpha x equals 1, program, or sorry, second math, or parentheses, alpha n equals 1 and alpha x equals 1, close parentheses, enter program, then enter second program 0 for text, 75, comma 60, comma alpha h, comma quote, alpha space, plus minus, space, close quotes, comma n, and close parentheses, enter program 0, 3, enter, and we're getting close here. Program label 7, enter, program if alpha n does not equal 1 and x does not equal 1, enter program, then enter program, sorry, second program, 0 for text, 75, comma 60, comma alpha h, comma quotes, space, plus minus, space, quotes, comma alpha n, comma square root symbol in quotes, comma x, comma, open quotes, close parentheses, close quotes, or sorry, not close quotes, the I symbol, then close quotes, enter program, 0 for go to, 3, enter program, else, enter program, if alpha n equals 1 and alpha x equals, or sorry, does not equal 1, enter program, then enter second program, 0 for text, 75, comma, 60, comma, h, comma, open parentheses, space, plus minus, space, close parentheses, comma, square root, sorry, open parentheses, then square root, then close parentheses, comma, x, comma, quotes, close parentheses, and then the I symbol, then close quotes, then hit enter program, 0, 3, enter program, else, enter program, if, and then in parentheses, n does not equal 1, and alpha x equals 0, program, or math, sorry, second math, or open parentheses, alpha n equals 1, math, and alpha x equals 1, close parentheses, enter program, then enter second program, 0 for text, 75, comma, 60, comma, h, comma, open quotes, space, plus minus, space, close quotes, comma, alpha n, comma, and then an I symbol in quotes, and then close parentheses, enter program, 0 for go to, 3, enter program, 9 for label, and then 3, enter program, second program, 0 for text, 130, comma, 50, comma, and then all in quotes, enter, space 2, space, continue, then close quotes and close parentheses, enter program, 9 for label, and this will be label 8, enter program, 8 for pause, enter program, and then scroll down to the menu command, and then all in quotes, write choose, E, close quotes, comma, open quotes, another, close quotes, comma, 1, comma, and then in quotes, less than symbol, and then the word quit, and then the greater than symbol, and close quotes, comma, 2, close parentheses, enter program, 9, 2, enter. And then second, 0 for catalog again, and press cosine, which corresponds to F, and scroll down until you find FN on, press enter, and press enter again, and hit second zoom for format, and select axes on, then press enter, program, and then scroll down to stop. And that should be it. You don't have to click save or anything. You can just exit out of the programming window. And then when you press the program key from the home screen, you'll see your program there. And you can go back and edit it by scrolling to the side and then pressing enter. But to run it, you just press enter under execute and then press enter one more time. And assuming I didn't make any typos, this should work. So, but if not, I will show you the correction. 12, enter 14, 12. I'm just inputting random numbers here. And that should not be happening, so there's an error. I will quit and go to the program and hit edit. And this right here is the issue. That should be an equals sign, not a not equals. So if we go back and run this again, I'll just put in random numbers and see if it works. And this should be C, not D. Yeah, C. And there you go. So that's what you should get out as your output. There's your two decimal roots with their real and imaginary parts, and then there is the exact simplified solution there. And if you press enter, you can solve another one, or you can just quit the program. And that's it. Hopefully you find this useful, and thanks for watching.